listen, for those of you that are on this call, all 108 of you right now, and it'll be more because we're starting a little bit early. Normally we could give another couple of minutes, but we're also broadcasting live into the Facebook group, and I'm getting people hitting me up right here in Facebook here on my phone right now. So a lot of stuff, a lot of actions happening out here. I'm really excited to be able to share with you tonight just a fabulous concept, and I really feel something special is happening here. And I know you've heard that before, but man, like Bobby said, this is coming from the core. And I believe we can do some pretty wonderful things for the industry. And I like what Dave Dubbs says. And by the way, I want to thank Dave Dubbs for stepping in on Thursday night and doing the presentation for me. Just if in case any of you really wanted to know where I was in the emergency room in the hospital. I had kidney stones, and I was suffering really bad in a fetal position. My daughter was kind enough to get me in the car and get me down there like a broken down racehorse. I was kind of squirming. So anyhow, Dave, if you're out there, thank you so much for doing a fabulous job on the call, and we're back. So yeah, we got something pretty magical going on here, showing you the Nitroline leaderboard right now. And I just kind of wanted to show you this quickly. It gets deeper than this. I think in the back office, you can see 100 levels, but this one's a little bit outdated right now. This is showing 540. That was last week. All right. Mike, he's killing it. He's killing it. And all these people are killing it. And many of you are doing phenomenal things here. But I want you to take a look at those numbers, because they're very significant when you take a look at different aspects of the compensation plan. There's a big potential for monetary gain here that's really unique and unusual for people coming into a business opportunity. And you're really going to like it. So I'm going to share something else with you now. I guess I'll get into the presentation, but I had to pop that up and get you to look at those numbers before we get rolling here. Let me pull up the PowerPoint presentation for you all. Okay, I guess I better share that. Hit the share button would definitely help if I would do that first. I pulled the slide up without sharing it. So anyhow, welcome to We Got Friends. My name is Val Smith. Been doing this stuff for 45 years. Graduated from nitwit marketer to network marketer to corporate executive to running my own company, training company. I love training. I love teaching people incredible things about marketing, probably because there was a time I wasn't very good at it. So was able to do extremely well. I had over 3 million people in my downlines total over the years. So it's been an incredible journey. I couldn't imagine my life doing anything else. Thank God for network marketing, and thank God for developing a mindset, because there was a time I wanted to quit, walk away. And my brother tried to discourage me from staying in this industry because I was broke. I mean, I was living in a basement of a friend's house, and I had nothing to write home about. I was literally driving a car with a license plate that was 2 years expired, and I only had partial insurance, not full insurance. So my life was kind of miserable, once upon a time ago. But network marketing and a few interesting individuals basically helped me with a breakthrough that allowed us to do extremely well. And I share that with you because I know many of you would love to be able to make an incredible income in the network marketing industry. It's not for everybody. I'll be truthfully honest with you. They say it's for everybody. It's not for everybody. Not everybody has the discipline. Not everybody's willing to grow and develop and puke your brains out. I used to puke my brains out before I'd come to these conference calls. I used to throw up for 45 minutes. I don't mind telling you these things because I want you to know nothing's perfect. All right. So, I mean, I went through it pacing up and down the hall. Oh my God, I got to do a conference call. Then I'd run into the bathroom, stick a toothbrush down my throat because I didn't want to throw up. One day I'll tell you my whole story that when the first time I did a conference call, but I'm not saying this to gross you out. I'm trying to tell you that, you know what? Sometimes you see people and you think, wow, they must have a silver spoon, or yeah, they got Ferraris and they live in big houses and stuff like that. But not all of us. Some of us have to start out in a very painful situation. So, but the industry can treat you good. And so I'm really thankful for what we put together here. I think this is a godsend to the network marketing industry, affiliate programs, high ticket programs, network marketing opportunities, and especially for people that are at home, that tell you they don't have any money and, but they would like to better their lives. I believe we can help those people too. So if you're tired of being a part of getting involved in a business opportunity, you have no one to talk to, it gets frustrating. You go to the same 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, the same 20 people. Outside of that, then everything comes to a halt, right? And that's why I always say dead downlines don't lie. Dead downlines really don't lie. A lot of companies are going under right now. We just saw what happened in Jeunesse. We're seeing what's happening with Isogenics right now. A lot of major companies that were doing hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars are starting to implode, and they're starting to lose a lot of people to various different other new next generation style marketing systems. A lot of the stuff from days gone by is becoming Jurassic Park outdated, and therefore there's not a real demand or a real sense of appeal. So therefore it becomes harder to build, especially when you're dealing with an NFL club, right? Mentality. Okay, so with the NFL club, we're going to eliminate that. We've solved the two major problems for all network marketers. We've created almost like a mothership here, a mother hub. I like to call this a sanctuary for marketers around the world. We can give them what they want. They don't have to go out and buy $25,000 courses, $500 courses, $1,200 courses. You don't need to buy any sponsored ads from gurus on the internet. You don't need to go to conventions unless you want to. You can do all that stuff if that's your passion. But knowing what I know now and knowing what we have to offer here, I wouldn't be going to any of that stuff. All right. We've got everything you could possibly need, want, desire here. We've got all the people in the world that would be asking for information in regards to home-based business. And then we also have the ability to bypass the repelling stage and basically teach people how to close deals. Obstacle number 2 that people experience is, how do you close a deal? And we can close deals because when you take a look at our system here, we're not asking for money. Oh, yes, money is a part of the equation. Don't get me wrong, but you're not hearing me get on here and pound people for money. I'll tell you what the cost is, and I'll show you a way down the road where you can get involved in it without taking any money out of your pocket if you really wanted to. But at the same time, we made this affordable for every man, woman, child, single parent on welfare, second, third world country. And right now we are booming in third world and second world countries right now of people coming in. The beautiful thing about coming in here right now is it's free. You can get positioned for free in our pre-launch. We just went through free launch. We're now in pre-launch, coming closer to launching. And in launching, you have to pay the X amount of dollars to get started. The answer is no. You have, 90 days. You have 90 days still in launch period to figure it out. So everyone can come in here for free for 90 days, enjoy, get a site, market, do the things, get a free lead store as well too. They can sell leads. They don't necessarily have to subscribe here. But if they remain inactive for 90 days, boom, they get purged out of the system. All right? All right, and I'll talk more about that as we journey along. So what have we done here really to make this really exciting, to take all the pain of traditional marketing away from people? So if you don't want to run solo ads, you don't want to do advertising, it's not your cup of tea, you basically just kind of want a turnkey system where the leads are provided for you so you can make direct contact via phone if you want, via text if you want, via postcard system if you want, or if you basically just want to be able to email them, we'll show you how to do all these things. You don't have to be a professional. You don't have to be Mr. or Mrs. Know-it-all. We can help you do these things. So it's pretty much an automatic pilot. And again, this is everything that you could ever ask the industry to deliver people. All right. So anyhow, second largest media source in North America. The broker I use is out of Atlanta. They can give us well over 20 million leads a month. Right now, we'll probably be starting off at 12, somewhere between 12 and 14, but they can ramp it up if we need to. Anyhow, everyone that subscribes, pays the monthly fee will receive 100 new friends every month. These are people, you get the first name, last name, phone number. That's the cell phone number, email address, their mailing address, time dated, stamped. The leads that we give you are approximately 2 days old when they come to us. And by the time we get them to you, 3 to 4 days old. So it's pretty recognized that somebody opted in. You can basically say, somebody says, hey, no, I don't remember answering anything on the internet. You can very easily say, no, I totally understand where you're coming from, but I have it time dated, stamped. I received notification in my email address in the last 2 days that you were requesting information about leveraging your cell phone into $3,000 to $7,000 a month, something like that. That's really simple. So that's the conversation I get in with people, is I focus on the cell phone. I don't focus on, hey, I got this health and nutritional company, or hey, I got this crypto deal, or hey, I got this tow truck platform, or hey, I got Tupperware, put your sandwich in plastic and it doesn't go stale. I don't do that stuff with people. I just come right out and say, hey, listen, do you have a cell phone? The guy says, yeah. He says, yeah, I sure do. I say, what color is it? He says, I've got a black one. I say, oh, great. That's fantastic. I was hoping you were going to say black. All right. I'm going to show you how to make $3,000 to $7,000 a month with your cell phone. and it's not going to cost you a penny. Are you able to pull this off with me? Yes or no? That's all I do with people. I don't need to get into, hi, how are you? My name is, and are you thinking of joining a home-based business? And is your wife going to be a part of it? Is your husband going to be a part of it? Are they supportive? Are you interested in making $5,000 a month? Or would you like to make $1,000? You know, that's all bogus stuff. Any trainer out there that's teaching you to read scripts and basically, you know, go through a questionnaire with people really needs to leave the industry. The trainer needs to leave the industry. They're useless. I have no problem telling them that to their face. All right. They can't come around my house, that's for sure. Don't teach me that stuff. Just teach people how would you talk to your brother? How would you talk to your sister? How would you talk to your mom? How would you talk to your dad? How would you talk to your neighbor? And that's the art and science of working with prospects. All right. It really, really is. I don't get nervous. My heart's not palpitating. My hands aren't sweating. I'm not puking anymore. Those days are over. I just get on there and say, hey, I understand you're looking for a solution to a problem you might have. You know, you just play it by ear. And you can do this all through texting and typing and email as well, too. All right. Then we also have the Digital Hacks Video Library. And the Digital Hacks Video Library is kind of like things I'm sharing with you now and other things. Like people are going to ask you, how much does it cost? How do you answer that question? You definitely don't say it's $100 a month. You don't say it's $30 for shipping and handling. And you don't say it's auto ship. You don't talk about any of those things. You don't talk numbers. When somebody says, how much does it cost? I'm going to give you one sentence. End of story. You're going to basically own people with that one sentence. All right. And I say that not in an offensive way, but it's just logical, common sense. When you understand what I say to people, you'll see why they're all sitting in the palm of my hand. I can get 100 people in a room of 100 people to say yes. It's so childish. It's unbelievable. And this is the stuff that they should be teaching and they're not teaching, but we'll teach it. All right. Next thing. Digital Hacks Library. Oh yeah, we got a ton of stuff in there. There's going to be scripts in there. There's going to be email scripts in there. There's going to be so much stuff in there. It's going to make your head spin. And again, you don't have to buy other people's workshops or buy a book or a tape or a video. A lot of great stuff will be there for you to use. Okay. What else do we got here? So Digital Hacks Library, we got friends, lead store. Everyone will get that, whether they pay or not. You can sell leads. And then the link in Bio Savings Club. I'll talk about that in a second. Now, when you come in, you're going to come in free. And it's going to be like open house. It's going to be like real estate. You get to tour the house. You get to check everything out. You get to evaluate. You get to assess. You don't need me breathing down your back saying, hey, you know what? I think you need to pay the $69 now. I'm not going to say that to you. You're going to decide when you want to pay the one-time $20 activation fee and $69.95 a month. And I can tell you this, I promise you this, you'll never get a package anywhere like this on the internet for $69.95 per month. All right. I would pay $1,000 for this, knowing what I know now. Dealing with a guy like Dave Dubbs, training from him, things that I can add to this. I mean, we're not junkies or we're not broke network marketers. We've made a lot of company owners beyond filthy rich over the years. Like I'm talking in 9 figures for them and not so much for us, but we did extremely well. Okay. So this is the way you want to roll with the best of the best. Digital Hacks Library, lead store. You can sell all types of leads. I'll show you what they are in a second. And the link in Bio Savings Club. All right. So Digital Hacks Library, how to text leads, how to get them to respond, bulk emailing without autoresponders, all kinds of interesting techniques. Texting platforms, having the right language to send out there to subconsciously sell to people. Whenever you're in sales and marketing, you're selling at a subconscious level. Most people don't know that, but you have to sell people at a subconscious level. It's almost like you're talking to them and they go, oh my God, how does this person know what I'm thinking? I was just thinking about getting one of those last week or doing this last week. That's at a subconscious level. When you're selling at a conscious level, that's where you give people the opportunity to tell you to take a hike. All right. That's when I know I really suck, is when people are telling me to take a hike, because that doesn't happen very often. All right. But it does happen. Okay. So obviously not selling the subconscious when that happens. The subconscious is very powerful, and the subconscious loves you more than anything in the world. For each and every single one of us, it's constantly looking for solutions to things that we think are problems in our life if we give it permission to. But anyhow, that's another trip down, another training session. Anyhow, we got friends, the lead store. Here you go right here. Here's a different slide from last week. The lead store, you don't have to hold inventory. You don't have to do anything. People will order right from your site. It'll be a site that's personalized to you. You'll get credited for that sale and you'll make 30%. Prices as low as $10. So this is what is very important for legal ramifications. Companies that do not retail products, do not promote a retail product, do not implement a retail sector in their compensation plans are violating the governing body's regulations. But companies have been getting away with it for a number of years. And so if you're just selling memberships, or if you're not retailing product and you're not getting paid commissions on those products and whatnot in other companies down there, your company is very questionable, and I wouldn't want to be called to the platform from the governing bodies. The legal expenses on defending something like that are close to $1 million. So not cool. So the lead store, I'll go back there. I apologize. I didn't really do that. I was just assuming you read that. So interviewed leads, female only biz op leads, male only biz op leads, local premium leads. And I think there's also a couple other categories. We have weight loss leads too. And you'll get 30% markup there, right? Just boom. So if you sold a $100 package, that would be your wholesale cost. And then you'd get $30 on that. All right. Pretty cool stuff. The Lincoln Bio Savings Club. I love this because we live in a cellular society. Everything is cell phone related. Everything is cell phone related. We are living on our cell phones. I can tell you that. I go into a restaurant. I see people not looking at each other. They're on their cell phones. I go anywhere. People are on their cell phones. On the trains, cell phones. On the buses, cell phones. In the back of an Uber, cell phone. Everywhere it's cell phones. So the retail sector understands that's the marketplace they want to hit. That's the marketplace they need to tap into in order to work with you and get money out of your pocket. So how they get money out of the consumer's pockets now and in the future? Find a way to hypnotize people to put apps on their cell phones. That way they don't have to pay for advertising or pay for retail stores. They just need to become a consumer warehouse shipping agency of some kind. Hilton Nashville Airport. You check out in the morning, it's $136. Sir, ma'am, do you carry our app on your cell phone? Yes. $50 off. You're a good boy, you're a good girl today. Papa John's, $63.06. $47.29 because you have the app when you go to pay your bill. Savings on jewelry, savings on clothing. All right. Some watches. We've seen some $1,900 watches for $857, all because of an app. Car insurance, home insurance, and a few more things I can't get into because I want to save some for the back office, but I'll hit you up on this. Jamie from Ohio, he loves the apps. These are apps that'll be in the back office. They also come with video tutorials to show you how to systematically, step-by-step, download them into your cell phone. That's what I need because I'm totally useless. But anyhow, Jamie loves them because he gets $30 every time he gives an app away. So if he gives away 5 apps today, he makes $150. If he gives away 10, makes $300. You can literally make money here. You notice there's not even a compensation plan attached to it. The person activating too, by the way, gets $30 as well. All these companies are paying reward cash dollars for the activation of apps. What a great way to entice people to want to download an app. We have some of our programs will give you $200, never mind 30. Imagine $200 for every app that's downloaded. You're going to see some cool stuff in the back office that's going to make your head spin. You can literally make $2,000 to $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 a month just in the app segment of our back office alone. Jordan from Maryland, $76 in cash back on gasoline prices. I think down the United States, you're all kind of upset about paying $4 or $5 a gallon. Up here in Canada, we haven't seen $4 a gallon since the 1980s. Right? It went up to $11 a gallon here, but normally we're around 5 and change. Have been for the last 30 years. To pay $2.99, to pay $2.49 would be like dying and going to heaven. Up here, Dave in Tennessee. Dave in Tennessee. This is so cool, people. I hope this is one of the first apps you check out when you go into the back office and pay your $69.95. I'm going right for this app right away. You know what it's all about? Dave in Tennessee's got an app. He's got 6 cars, over $600,000 in automobiles. Had a premium with a company in Tennessee. Went on to one of the apps that we found to put in the back office. He checked it out, hit calculate, put all his monetary totals in, hit calculate, saved $345 a month on 6 cars, $4,140 a year he gets to keep in his pocket. Do you have any idea how much money $4,140 is to some people? That's a lot of money. Why give it away when you don't have to? All right. What an incredible company, honestly. Compensation plan. All right. There's the interviewed leads again. Travel leads. We didn't even show you that. This is a new diagram here, but interviewed leads, female leads, male leads, local premium, travel, interviewed leads. Imagine that. If you're in a travel company, you can now get travel leads too. Pretty cool stuff, and make 30% on all retail purchases from your store. So I might not even be in We Got Friends. I might not have any interest in We Got Friends because I'm not that smart. But I could still go to one of your websites and say, hey, listen, I need leads for my crypto deal. Or I need leads for my, digital education program. Or I need leads to sell my $9.95 memberships to all these people. What a beautiful thing. You can make some money off me. And I can be satisfied as a retail customer. Isn't that pretty cool? Here's the binary. Twin turbo dual team bonus. This is the back end of our compensation plan. We have a front end and a back end. This is the back end. The twin turbo dual team payout example. We have thousands of people coming in for free. This is how every company should roll in the future. Tracy, take a look at that. It says yo, and then you underneath it. You see that? Yeah, so we have to fix that one there. Get Jordan to fix that one. Yo. So anyhow, there's yo, y'all. And anyhow, so here the beautiful thing is we're letting everyone come in for free. No pressure on the money, and you'll see how powerful this is in a second as I take you through the Nitrolines. And it allows people to see results. You know what turns people on in a business opportunity that other business opportunities cannot do because they don't let you in for free and sit there for 90 days? They kind of tell you can have a 30-day money-back guarantee on the product. That's all Jurassic Park stuff, no offense. But that's not how we roll anymore. We're living in 2023. Put millions of people in for free and watch what happens. When they start seeing all these numbers of people underneath them, and then people starting to upgrade underneath them, they start seeing, oh my God, this is real. Oh, I'm seeing the benefits. Oh, I'm seeing the results. Oh, I'm going to activate. And you don't even need to sell them. It'll be automatic pilot closing with a concept like this. And with the binary, we have you, and then you have 2 nitro legs. Everyone gets 2. So it goes 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, all those legs develop in a 2-by. You got a left team, you got a right team. The computer looks for the lesser leg volume. It's not a balancing binary. It's not a 1/3, 2/3. It's just one on your left, one on your right in the binary sector of it. And the really cool thing is 1,500 in the right leg and BV. That's not many people. And if you want to get your calculator out, you can figure the BV out. The BV, so we're looking at $69.95 a month. The $69.95 equates to 60 BV. We couldn't go $69.95. That would be the volume because we have too many expenses buying the leads and building it out and whatnot. So $69.95 equals 60 BV. So 10 people would be like $600 in volume, right? 20 people would be like $1,200 in volume. And here I'm showing you only 1,020 in your left leg, 1,500 in your right. The computer tracks over to the left side because it's your least volume leg, lesser volume leg, and you pick up 20%. That's one of the highest paying binaries I've ever seen, believe it or not. You usually don't see 20%. You usually see 10 to 12, 15 if you're lucky. We went 20, and there's no ranks to jump through in the binary here. Other companies, they have double diamond and stuff like that. We have that in a second. You're going to see it in our single nitro, but in the binary itself, it's covered. So $204 with not many people, that covers more than your $69.95 a month. We can take the $69.95 a month out of your commission check. The money is placed in your back office in a wallet. You will put your financial institution in there. You'll be able to withdraw the money into whatever financial institution you want. You can do it through cryptocurrency, or you can do it through fiat currency. We take money in cryptocurrency, and we take money in fiat currency, which is USD, like currency. And if you live in the international community outside of the United States of America, do the currency exchange, and some of you should be doing pretty well. The ratios, all right, with the currency exchange. So congratulations. Okay. Now, this is pretty cool right here. This is something that we never thought would have been possible. We were able to make it possible. All right, take a good look at that if you want. What this is the front end of the compensation plan. It is one single global downline. So 48,000 people in the company, hypothetically speaking, that would be 1 to 48,000 in a straight line downline. And what we've done with that is we're able to say, hey, we've got a worldwide global single downline, a Nitroline. 10% of all global company volume is deposited in our loyalty bonus pool. Active, we got friends, IC, which is independent consultants, can earn an additional 2% per diamond rank achieved based on all active personals for that month. All right. So visualize a straight down line with 50,000 people in it, 1 to 50,000 straight down. To be a 1-star and collect 2% of that pool, you'd have to have 4 personally sponsored active ICs. All right. And I'll talk about maintaining 1 active qualified customer in a second. All right. 2%. So you get 2% of the 10% you can qualify for as a group. All right. All the 1-stars will be put into a group and they'll split 2%. And then to get a 2-star diamond rank, you would have to personally sponsor 8 people. And this thing, I mean, 8's really small compared to what's going to happen when we're up and running. That's a joke. So you'd be able to split 4% now, right? 2%. And then another 2%. So you got 4%. To become a 3-star, that would be another 2%. So it'd be like in a 6% pool, have 16 personally sponsored ICs. All right. And that means they're active at $69.95. And then to be a 4-star, you'd have 50. To be a 5-star, you'd have 100, and you'd be able to cap out on the 10%. All right. So 100 personals, $69.95. That would be a 5-star diamond pool. That can be some serious money, depending on what levels people are at. Now, here's something legally that we had to put in there that other companies failed to do. On the legal side, there has to be 1 active qualified customer per month. And that could be somebody buying leads off you, or we'll be adding other products along the way, but it has to be 1 qualified customer. And they could be buying as there's $10 lead packages, $20, $25 lead packages, $100 lead packages, but you got to have 1 to go from 1-star to 3-star. All right. And that could be a family member that has a credit card. They're buying a $10 package or $25 package, all right, of leads. And that's because the regulatory bodies want to make sure that for every sign up, you have an equal amount of retail sales. If you're not doing that, you can be challenged, and that's not a good thing. So you want to make sure you protect yourself. And then to be a 4-star or 5-star, maintain 2 active qualified customers. So I could have 2 lead customers out there. Could be friends of mine in another business opportunity. Could be my wife. Could be my daughter. Could be anyone that would be interested in buying the leads from anywhere from a $10 pack to whatever pack, $700 pack, $400 pack. You know, you can develop customers here too. All right. And that will allow you the 10% pool. That is mandatory in order for us to basically fulfill the legal obligations of the federal regulatory bodies. Okay. So that's the difference between having a lawyer and not having a lawyer. So very important. I just want to put an emphasis on that because I'm seeing a lot of companies out there promising this and that and the other, and they're not following the guidelines. All right, 5 ways to earn money. I think I just kind of went through it. We went through the lead store. We went through the twin turbo. We went through the global Nitroline bonus pool. 3-tier fast start system pays out on the very first month, everyone's very first month. So if you sponsored me and this was my first month in the business and I paid $69.95, you'd get paid $30 fast start right away. Okay. And then you get 5 on the second level and then 5 on the third level. All right. So that's pretty cool stuff. So 3-tier fast start, 35 and 5, matching bonus, 5% on your first level, 2% on your second level. And what that means is this. Do you remember when I had the Nitroline leaders up there? I think Mike was up there and a few others are up there. Mike had 540. I think he has more now, but based on that illustration, he was at 540 personally sponsored. If those 540 people each made $1,000, that would mean the company would pay out $540,000 in commissions on 540 people, right? Like that type of thing, an income total. Mike would get 5% of that. So I do not know what 5 times $500,000 is, but I think it's like $25,000 or something like that. Pretty good money. Matching bonuses. And that's not including the 2% of all the people that they sponsor in another tier of sponsorship as well. So that could be, you could be pulling in, anywhere from 800 to 3,000 to 14,000 to 36,000 just in matching bonuses. That can become very lucrative, extra cash money, help you out, go to Walmart and get some dill pickles on aisle 6. All right, make sure they're Bics. Okay, so good stuff happening there. I'm telling you, there's a lot of money sitting here. And you know what? There's a lot of money. There really is a lot of money sitting here. And it's only a $69 program. It's only a $69 business opportunity. That's absolutely insane. That's nothing. I can go shopping and get a half a bag of groceries up here in Canada, bananas, lettuce, few blueberries for like $90. I'll take the $69 business opportunity any day and put $500,000 in my family's bank account on an annual basis. Because this is a business opportunity. I could get excited about it because I see all the benefits to helping humanity and helping my fellow marketers along the way. All right. So the Nitroline, everyone's talking about the Nitroline on the internet. Why? We're the fastest growing company in the world, 4,000 people a day almost. All right. That's pretty cool. Nitroline automated marketing system. Share your site, give away free positions. That's all we need to do is give away free positions. What do you do? What type of questions do you ask people? So a lot of you are putting banners out there on your Facebook pages and stuff. That's okay, but don't expect a whole lot of anything on that. You want to know how I get people to come into the business opportunity? Too bad, I'm not going to tell you. No, I'm just kidding. I'll tell you. So what I do is I ask questions. I don't advertise, hey, We Got Friends, or hey, I'm in the Nitroline, and hey, free this and free that. What I do is I ask people questions, and I ask them simple questions like, hey, I understand you're in multi-level marketing. How's it working for you? This is my style. I shouldn't really be showing you this stuff. But anyhow, and then I'll ask people, I'll say, have you ever made any money in multi-level marketing? And so, they'll say, yeah, I made a little bit of money here and there. And I'll say, well, why haven't you cracked $10,000 yet per month? See, I'm engaging with people, and I'm building and bonding, and I'm hypnotizing them. I'm putting them under hypnosis. Asking questions. You're hypnotizing somebody when you're asking questions. When you're sticking banners and stuff in their face, you're basically telling them to get lost. They're not interested in that. They're interested in intellectual stimulation through questions. Have you ever made any money in multi-level marketing? No, I have not. Would you be open-minded to changing that if it didn't cost you any money? Yes, I would be. Do you see the difference between me and everyone else? Thank God I'm not a distributor in this company. I'd be giving Mike a challenge. He's at 540. I'd be at 50,440. All right. I'm just kidding. Mike could destroy me. But anyhow, there's a difference in my style. I have people in the palm of my hand all day long because I'm not sticking stuff in their face. I'm not telling them this is what you need and that's what you need and free this and free that. Yeah, free's a part of it. But I'm sitting there asking for information about their success and their failure in the industry. I'm taking that data in, and then I'm giving them the solution to the problem. Not a banner with a Land Rover on it. I'm saying, hey, if I could help you modify that situation and give you a better outcome in your network marketing experience, and I could show you how to do it, I could help you do it for free. Would that be worth 20 minutes of your time? Or would that be worth checking out a video? Whatever, and that's how I own people. So my style is different, but my style has also produced 8 figures in income. All right. Doesn't keep me broke. So I wanted to just, I know I'm dragging this call on a little bit, but I want to give you value because I can do presentations that other companies could only dream of having because we're here to help you. I'm not here to take your money. Your money's meaningless to me. I'm here to work with you and you to work with me. That's my objective of this call. Okay, so the Nitroline, biggest thing out there on the internet, what makes us cool, it's the next generation of compensation plans. First saw this in 2000. I used this in 2015 to put 487,000 people in my downline in 74 days. The Nitroline is not a static binary. It's not a static unilevel. It's not a static matrix. It's not a static stair step. It's not an Australian 1 up, 2 up, 6 up, whatever. It's not anything like anything of the past. This has movement. You are forced to go into your back office 30, 40 times a day because you're ready to go pee all the time because you're excited. And you need to see all the dynamics of what's happening in the back office because things change. 1 minute, you could have, I remember when we first launched this, there was 0 people in the company. And then I had to do my thing. And then all of a sudden, it went to 20,000 people in a few days after we did our thing. But some people said, oh my God, Val, I went into my back office and I haven't even done nothing yet. And I've already got 300 people on my team. And then they said, oh my God, Val, I got 6,000 people on my team. And I got one girl right now. She hasn't done nothing yet. And she's got 32,000 or so on her team. It's all a matter of timing and placement, right? So it can happen depending on who you're working with in the upline. So anyhow, Nitroline's rocking, it's moving, and this is how it moves. You see a straight linear line. And what happens is everybody comes in free in that straight linear line. They have 90 days to keep that free position before they get purged. We call this a Nitroline. And then what happens is you're there and you got a downline growing underneath you. And then more people decide to join and more people decide to join and it's moving. And you can see this in the back office. Other type of compensation plan structures don't do this. This actually moves around. Every Thursday, we have a cutoff at midnight. We have a shutoff point. Every Thursday. Boom. 11:59. The calculator kicks in the software. As people are moving up the line, because what happens is if you have 1,000 people in a downline and you're number 500, hypothetically speaking, and you decide not to pay your $69.95 that week by 11:59 Thursday, anyone that's underneath you can now pay their $69.95 and they will bypass you or me or him or her. They leapfrog. So this compensation plan comes to life like a Hollywood sci-fi movie. The tentacle goes over top and extends a larger upline. So your downline can become the upline and the upline can become the downline if they forgot to pay the $69.95. So it creates a psychological transitional component called fear of loss. It's like, wow, what just happened? I just watched 372 people go past me. Oh my gosh, I forgot to pay my $69.95 by 11:59. So I lost out on maybe $2,000 or $3,000. Other companies can't do that, don't do that, because their comp plans are just static, boring, and stuck. But here it's movement. It's like Formula One racing, jockeying for position. And you never want to be passed. And if you did get passed, you never want to get passed again. So what are you going to do? You're going to make sure you level up the next week before the next Thursday cutoff at 11:59. Because if you don't, then I'll have to give you a card, a special card to a special person that can give you all kinds of really cool psychological counseling. And it'll cost more than $69.95 to see them. They charge $185 an hour. All right? I'm just kidding. Don't let anyone pass you. I'm not going to I wouldn't let anyone pass me. No way. I don't ever want that in my history chapter book in life. Thou got passed by 3,000 or 4,000 people. Why? Because he's not the sharpest pencil on the shelf. I take pride in being the sharpest pencil. So make sure you're one of the sharpest pencils. All right? Or you're not going to be eating the next week. So level up, lock in, and everyone that locks in, you will get paid a very, very nice sum of money. So I think each and every single week as we see people locking in and people jockeying for position, your paycheck's going to get bigger and bigger, and they're all going to fall below you. Thousands of people in the single downline. I mean, some of you I know have never had 500 people in your downline. But when we compress that single downline into one downline, all of a sudden you were in other companies that never had 30 people in your downline, 15 people in your downline, 100, 200, 300. And then all of a sudden you're going to see, oh my gosh, I got 16,742 people in my downline in the Nitroline, the straight line downline. And you have an opportunity to be a part of those pools. What's it going to cost you? Do you want to know what it's really going to cost you? Every excuse that you've had in this lifetime to stop yourself from bettering each and every minute of your life. So you're going to have to give up your excuses. Don't tell me you can't afford it. Don't tell me it costs too much money. There is no such thing in the universal spiritual laws, I can't afford it. That's a man-made disease. And that was taught in a very weak educational system. So Digital Hacks Library, We Got Friends, Lead Store, Lincoln, Bio, and many more products to come. $69.95, and you've got a license to print money, folks. A license to print money. So get back to the person who shared this presentation with you, or Facebook. If you're sitting in the Facebook group right now and you came in there out of curiosity and you didn't get sponsored in the business, make sure you find somebody you feel comfortable with, or the person that put you in the Facebook group. Connect with somebody and get enrolled. It would be a very, very tragic mistake not to have the mental capacity to say yes to placing yourself at least free in the positioning that we have right now. If I could go back 20 or 30 years ago, I would have bought a lot more real estate than I have now. And it would have made hundreds of millions of dollars after watching the evolution of location 30 years into the future. Tracy, back to you. You're muted, Tracy. She's so excited.
There we go. No, I had to click on it and I clicked right off. Yes, I was so excited. I just I couldn't get it together. Great presentation, Val. And you're always so generous with your wisdom and your marketing tips, and always your components of teaching throughout the presentation. If people pay attention, which they should be, it's not just about the presentation, it's about how you are so great at what you do. And you are so very generous about offering those tips every single time that you do a presentation. And I think that people are really missing the boat if they don't pay attention to that and they don't show up for each one of these presentations. And if all you have to do is invite somebody to just take a look at it, it's free. Take a position and just check it out, get positioned, because you really don't want to miss out on this. One of the greatest things I believe in this industry to date, because we really are on a crusade to make some changes for an industry that really has been tarnished over the last few years. And that's where Val and I take a position on what's going on. So a really great opportunity. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. Get people to the presentations, get them in the Facebook group, get them registered at the free position, and the sky's the limit on this. It really is. We did the presentations Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, and a secondary one for our friends that are across the globe at 3 p.m. Eastern as well. So there's no excuse not to get people on here, get educated, get positioned, and get in it to win it. So we will see you on the next presentation. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Have a great night.